We're about to hear a case between a Nigerian-born Patrick Bani and some Sierra Leoneans who feel strongly aggrieved about how they have been treated. They say they are aggrieved because Patrick Bani wants to cheat them or has already cheated them. So that is why they have come to this fast-track commercial court. However, it's a restricted zone for our camera to enter. The judge, after patiently listening from both counsels, Barrister Ibrahim Kanu of the plaintiff respondent and the lawyer representing the defendant respondent, Barrister R.B. Kowa, on the grounds of legality based on the summon, ruled that judgment reserved and notices will be sent to appropriate parties. The court ruled on this after the plaintiff lawyer informed the court that he had abandoned his previous submission for an injunction restating the defendant respondent, whether by themselves agents and or previous shipping agents and companies, from exporting timber logs, which practicably was to force Mr. Bani to the negotiating table with the aggrieved party, but rather ask for a summary judgment to be entered in favor of the plaintiff applicant for a relief claim in his writ of summon dated 6th January 2016. The latter move by Barrister Kanu is, however, to allow both parties to benefit equally from proceeds of the trade as agreed in the MOU, because time is already drawing closer to an end for this government-approved 3-month exportation of timber logs, which has been on intermittent ban. Mr. Kanu applied that as a way of judge's summon dated 25th January 2016 for a summary judgment and any other addition that the court seems fit and cost-supported with an affidavit of the plaintiff Isa, sworn to on 25th January 2016, together with exhibits attached therein. Lawyer Kanu stated that the crux of the matter is that the plaintiff applicant signed the Memorandum of Understanding with the first defendant to carry out export of timber and any other business of the company, and based on the said MOU, the applicant is entitled to 40% shares of the business. Based on the said premises, he applied for a summary judgment pursuant to Orders 16, Rule Number 1 and 2 of the High Court Rule of 2007, and relied on the entirety of the affidavits, more so Exhibit 1 to 3, the writ of summon, and further asked for a full and honest disclosure of all contracts entered by the respondents. In his reply, lawyer R.B. Kowa said what the plaintiff is claiming in court is faulty, as there is nothing stating any defense. By the nature of the very issues raised, for court to summon plaintiff for clarification depicts that the matter proceeds for trial, as there are serious issues to be tried. The very document, he said, which is the Memorandum of Understanding, indicated clearly that the second defendant is a company registered in Sierra Leone, and there are specific provisions in the laws of Sierra Leone governing the operations of a company, which are bound to be properly looked into if possible evidence led in court and reasonable judgments reached. He further noted that the interpretation of the document relying upon is necessary to listen to witness and parties to the document. The defense has exhibited clearly that there are certain issues to be tried, admission and denial, and the plaintiff must strictly prove those issues, he stressed. But outside the court building, a good number of litigants protested with placards for justice. The Public Relations Officer of the Sierra Leone Timber Federation, Ibrahim Koroma, summarizes the interpretation of those words written on the placards as their grievances.
Well, some of our grievances led to this issue today for us to come in numbers in the court. Our CEO, who is Isa Beshe Kamara, having an agreement, and not only an agreement, he is in partner with Patrick Bani. They own a company wherein they share of 40-20%. Well, now, as the permission has been granted to Patrick Bani, he now tried to turn all the 100% to his own share, with ignoring Isa Beshe Kamara to get his own 40%, and with bulk of us are under him on this timber export trade. So what we see now is that he's totally collecting the 1,500 of timber export on his own area, ignoring to give Isa Beshe Kamara his own 40%.
This is the beginning of a long and protracted legal battle that borders on honesty and sincerity that will affect not only the people who are involved in this matter, but will have a ripple effect on other people into this trade. From the fast-track commercial court in Freetown, Patrick Sallia reporting.